Hello friends. So in this video, we are going to talk about the tool which is named as Hping3. This is a very useful tool and many times this tool has been seen in the working environment. So this tool is very useful, of course made in C language and used to identify whether the system is up or not. Multiple usage it is basically for. So it's a command line network tool which is used for testing, auditing, and troubleshooting networks. Also being used for some crafting and sending some network packets. Like if I have to check whether that system is how it's responding to any specific port, I can use Hping3 for this also. So we have a lot of features of Hping3. I can say a very vast tool. So of course, as a practical, I'll show you that how this tool can help us out to create some custom packet, to test the firewalls, to even do a DOS attack vector. So when I talk about features, of course, we can create some custom packets. It allows users to send any kind of TCP, UDP, ICMP packets and to check whether how they are responding, the systems are responding to our queries. We also use it to check the firewall, whether any specific type of packets are being allowed or not, what type of responses are coming, that we can check from it. We can trace route. We can see that how many path we have to cross within respect to TCP, UDP, and ICMP. We can do it for network scanning purpose also. For testing the DOS attack also, we can use it. So multiple features it is having from which we can use it. So we have some common use cases like for security testing, where we have to analyze network security policies, firewalls, IDS systems, or for performance testing, for network troubleshooting, all these things we are basically working. So let's move on and see the practical usage of this particular tool. So if I talk about, I'm right now in my Kali Linux, and first I'm having this Kali Linux with me, and I'm also having this Windows with me. So I'll test this Windows system from here for multiple aspects. First, I'm just showing you when I'm sending some sort of packets to Kali, how it responds. But before moving to any of the command, you should know how the command works. So for that, the best way of checking the help of the command is use the manual page. Just type man and hping3. This is going to open the manual page of hping3 for you. So you can see hping3 sends almost arbitrary TCP IP packets to network host, and many of the options, description, etc. you can check we are having. So of course, everything I cannot get into, but yes, most of the thing I'm going to show you. So I'm just going to type hping3 and just the IP address of my Windows system. I can also define how many packets I want to send. So I'm just sending C5. When without any option, I'm just directly giving the IP and C for number of packets. It's by default using TCP to scan. You can see what it's saying. It says no flags are set. No flags are set simply means that it's basically a TCP based packet which we are talking about over here. So it's basically a TCP which we are communicating in this. So one more time, I'm running this IP. My Windows IP is 167, not 165. So when I'm running it, you can see it says no flag set. And it's also giving me that TTL value is 128. So TTL value 128 simply means that basically that system is a Windows based system. If TTL value is 128, you are getting it's Windows. If 64, you are getting that basically that's a Linux based operating system. Source port is also set to 0 and we got reset acknowledgement in revert. But if I have to use it as a ICMP as ICMP scan, so I have to define -1 at the start. You can see now it's working as a ICMP. It clearly says ICMP mode set. It sends the request and it got the reply. 2 packet transmitted, 2 packet received. and it's perfectly being working. If I'm going to give over here -2, you can see it's now UDP mode has been set over here. So it's working in UDP mode. But right now, what I have to do is I have to do a scanning vector. So I'll just use a normal Hping3 means a TCP based, but we'll also set one more option over here because previously you have seen where I was simply giving it, it says no flag set, and TCP communication, if it has to start with a flag. Without flag, it cannot initiate a session. So of course a sync flag has to be set. So I'll just simply give -S and -P which port you want to check for. So I'll go for 445 and now let's check. First, not 445, let's go for 80 number. So now it says S set means sync flag has been set. It's going to port number 80. In revert, we got reset acknowledgement. So if we are sending a sync and we got reset, it simply means the port is closed. And one more factor is being there from which you can check whether port is open or closed. This window value. Right now the window value is 0. That clearly says that port is closed. If it is non-zero, it means port is open. Let's check for port number 445. And now you can see when I am sending a sync, in revert, I am getting a sync acknowledgement. And window value is a non-zero value. So this is how I can check whether my port is on or open or closed. If you wish to check, of course, I'll just quickly do a nmap from here and will show you whether 445 is up or not. And it is up or not. You can see it's showing 135, 139, 445. These and 5357. These 4 ports are open. So this is one way of using the Hping3 where I can check whether any port is open or not. We can use Hping3 for sending a sync packet and just checking what type of response we are getting. So we are just getting a custom packet and just checking what response we are getting in revert. So with window value also we can check whether port is open or closed, because here if it is 0, it means it's closed. If it's non-zero, it's open. And also with the flag, reset acknowledgement and sync acknowledgement. One more way I'm going to show you this Hping3. And whatever I'm showing over here, this is just for the educational purpose. So only use it for the educational purpose. Nowhere you are going to use it for any malicious purposes. I'll go for Windows and just switch on the task manager. Go to performance. You can check right now. The Ethernet performance is 0, 0. Nothing received, nothing sent. CPU utilization is a little bit high, but it's going down. You can see now. It's getting around 28%, 10%. Now it's going down. Now I'll craft a packet from here and will send to Windows, which is going to do a DOS attack on Windows. So let's craft a packet. I type Hping3 -- flood. I'm flooding that system. -S, sending the synchronization packet. It's a sync flood which I am trying. -V on 192.168.1.167. Now I'm sending it on a random port, not any specific port. One more time, let's check. What's the utilization? You can see the CPU utilization is very down and no Ethernet utilization. Let's send it. And you can see it has been started in flood mode. And just check over here. Now you can see the CPU utilization is 70, 80, 60 around percent. And Ethernet utilization you can check send and receive in Mbps. So I'm not saying 100% the attack has been working over here, but maybe with multiple IPs, multiple these, we can just start working on big attack vector also. And of course, the CPU utilization as well as the Ethernet utilization has been started. Let's close it, press Ctrl C. So hardly I think 45 second or 50 second I have run this, and you can see 2,84,000 plus packet has been sent. And if I go back, we'll see all has been saturated. Again, Ethernet is 0, 0, so send and receive, and CPU is. So this is how the Hping3 works. And if you want to, of course, make sure that these things will not happen, if DOS attack will not happen, the threshold or limitations you have to set. For that, we have anti-DDoS kind of tools, multiple, that can be worked. So of course, in future videos, I'm going to show you those also. So for this video, I'm keeping this much apart. We'll connect with, we'll just show you some more technical lectures on ethical hacking. Till then, bye-bye.